Do you remember the MX4? It's a PDW, and the personal defense weapons in Battlefield 4 are exclusive to the engineer class, and the MX4 is where your weapon unlock adventure begins. The MX4 is not an SMG, but is known as the Beretta CX4 Storm, considered a carbine, and is firing a 30 bullet magazine with 9mm rounds. The MX4 performs well in close quarters with excellent hipfire and controllable recoil, with a maximum damage output of 22.5 hit points up to 20 meters, so you'll need to acquire targets nearby. Damage drops off to a meager 13.5 hit points when you're 50 meters from your target. On top of your damage drop off is a middling bullet velocity of 390 meters per second, which means you have to practice leading targets at medium to long range, and you're more likely to run out of bullets trying to hit targets beyond 30 meters. Best not to stray far from an ammo supply or support player. The rate of fire at 830 rounds per minute makes the MX4 fun to shoot at incoming targets. Reload strategy is important while using the MX4, so make sure to fully reload up to 31 rounds every chance you get. Pick your cover carefully because the biggest downside is a sluggish full reload time of 3.6 seconds, down to 2.6 seconds if you reload before you empty the magazine. I only prefer the MX4 over the UMP45. The UMP45 does a max damage of 30 hit points just outside of 5 meters at 600 rounds per minute with a bullet velocity of 340 meters per second. The UMP45 runs dry quickly with only 26 rounds per magazine. I think the MX4 is well rounded, while the UMP45 is only meant for CQC. My loadout attachments for the MX4 are the compensator to alleviate left and right sway. Angled foregrip helps reduce first shot recoil, but I prefer using the stubby grip to reduce max spread while aiming down sights. And of course a laser for improved hipfire accuracy. The MX4 has some poor iron sights and a first shot recoil not well suited for tap firing, so even a 3.4 powered sight is not well suited for this PDW. I would also avoid using a suppressor because it greatly decreases bullet velocity, but it can keep you off the minimap during long reloads, so maybe try that out for yourself on a Metro Locker server. But in my opinion, it's better to keep your stock bullet velocity at 390 meters per second, rather than the 280 meters per second with a suppressor if you're playing modes like Conquest. The MX4 is a fun PDW and somewhat challenging, while not being outright pointless up against other weapons. If it wasn't for the long full reload time, then the MX4 would outclass several PDWs later in the unlock path. But let me know what you think. Is it a weapon that you want to see in Battlefield 2042? What improvements to its balance should be considered if it's in the Battlefield hub? Do you still use the MX4 after unlocking the other PDWs? Anyways, thanks for watching, and leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Consider subscribing for more videos, and I'll see you in the next one. This is Gentleman. See ya.